Hello and welcome to Wednesday's English lesson. As you can see, our word of the day today is uncommunicative. This is used in the story to refer to teenagers who may be unwilling to talk or impart information. Okay, for our grammar and punctuation today, we're going to look at a question that you saw in the grammar and punctuation test in November. So this question asked you to add punctuation to the sentence below to show that the model boat was made by one girl. So the sentence you were given was the girl's model boat has been entered into a competition, and you needed to add a piece of punctuation into the sentence below. Okay, this was a question that not very many people got right. So we're going to talk through how we use apostrophes, and then we're going to have another look at another question. Okay, so apostrophes for possession. When one person owns something, we need to add apostrophe S after their name. So I'll just move my video so you can see what I'm saying there. For example, that is Sarah's pencil case. So we add the apostrophe S after Sarah. If their name already has an S at the end, we can choose whether to add apostrophe S or whether to just add an apostrophe. For example, James's pencil case. So James already has an S at the end of his name. So you can either just add the apostrophe, or you could put James's and put the extra apostrophe S pencil case. Both are correct, so you can use either in that instance. When more than one person owns something, we need to make the word plural first by putting the S on the end and put an apostrophe after the S. For example, girl becomes girls because there's, say, two or more girls, and then we put the apostrophe after the S to show that the girls, more than one girl, owns it. So therefore, as we're told in the question that we saw before that there is only one girl, the sentence should read, the girl apostrophe S model boat has been entered into a competition. Okay, now have a go at this one and then we'll talk through the answer. So add punctuation to the sentence below to show that the phone is owned by one boy. So I've taken this sentence in relation to Cosmic, our book. The boy's phone had Draxweld on it. So we're looking again for an apostrophe. Where are you going to put it? Okay, hopefully you realised there was one boy, so we needed to have the apostrophe before the S. So the boy's phone had Draxweld on it. Well done if you got that right. Okay, so today we are, as a writer, can I use my knowledge about a character to persuade them? So you're going to listen to chapter 8 in the book today. There are 2 paragraphs from chapter 9 tagged onto the end because they just help you with the little bit of writing I'd like you to do. You will have a resource sheet. I'd like you to look at the table at the top of the resource sheet and think about what reasons could Liam use to persuade Florida to go to China with him as his daughter. And what reasons might she have for saying no? So your job is going to be to write an email from Liam to Florida trying to persuade her to go with him and pose as his daughter. Let me show you the resource sheet I'd like you to use today. Here we go. So here you're going to talk about things that the reason she might have to say no. So for example, I think I might put the incident with the Porsche in there, the fact that he was willing to drive it and with her in it without a driving license and no experience of driving. Reasons for her to say yes. He might go down the lines of knowing that she loves celebrities and maybe there's several celebrities in China. He may not mention China. He might just talk about how exciting it will be to go on the rides and maybe about them being the first people. And therefore, if they're the first people to go on a ride, they might get interviewed by the paper. They might get to be on television in an advert for it. She loves all that celebrity stuff. So I try and plug that. So what I'd like you to do is just think of some reasons for both ways. You don't need to have too many. You're going to write a short email from Liam to Florida. You don't have to fill the space, but it's there for you. Try to convince her to say yes. That means you'll need to come up with reasons why the things you've written in the no list shouldn't be an issue. So if you've said about her not wanting to come because of the Porsche incident, you're going to need to convince her why that won't be an issue, why actually I've learnt my lesson as Liam and I'm not going to do something silly like that again. Okay, and make the things in the yes list sound amazing. Put in some adjectives. So it's an amazing opportunity to go on the first ever rocket that normal people can go on. Make it sound really exciting. So for bronze, you're going to give reasons to convince Florida to go to China. Silver, you are going to use persuasive adjectives: amazing, wonderful, never before experienced. So those sorts of words to convince Florida to go to China. Or gold, I can use a variety of persuasive vocabulary. So you'll use all those adjectives. You might ask us some rhetorical questions as well, and your knowledge of the story to persuade Florida to go. So a couple of examples that you can use to help you get started. Bronze might start something like, I think you would love the theme park. The rides are so exciting and we will be the first people to ride them. Silver, have you ever been to China? It's such a lush and beautiful country, and I'm pretty sure it's full of A-list celebrities. So putting that little bit of information that we know about Florida in there. So we've got a bit of gold in there too. Gold, I know that I haven't always made the most sensible decisions, so referring to our issues with the Porsche, but I promise to look after you. I will call you my princess and take you to all the places that A-list celebrities hang out. Okay, so all I would like you to do is to write a short email from Liam to Florida, trying to persuade her to go on this trip with him and pose as his daughter. She's really good at acting. Maybe put that in there as well. Once you've finished your email, you might want to upload that as your piece of work for today. What I would like you to do is to listen to chapters 9 and 10 before the next English lesson. Okay, that doesn't have to be now, but if you could listen to it before the next English lesson, that would be great. Thank you very much. Enjoy.